Good morning. Welcome to our Matchday -1 press conference ahead of tomorrow's UEFA Conference League game in Astana. Paul, would you like to get us underway?
Thanks very much. Hi, Enzo. Enzo, first of all, team news. Your position in the table is obviously very strong in this competition. Is it a good chance, given not just the points you've amassed, but the fact that it's such a long trip to kind of really rest a number of your key senior players?
Yeah, some of them they're gonna be here, and some of them they're gonna fly with us. More or less, we try to manage in the same way we have done until today. We have many young players, second team players with us, and the rest they're gonna be here working.
And what other things have you looked at logistically that sort of just takes the edge off that kind of a long trip midweek?
Yeah, 8 hours is not a normal time for a game, you know. But we have to go there, we have to play, and we're gonna try to do our best, thinking also about the next game.
The team's in such a good place at the moment. Generally, has that surprised you in any way, that just the start you've made to the season?
Yeah, in terms of, especially in terms of performance, I said already many times that we are quite ahead of my expectation in terms of performance, and for sure also in terms of points. But the main thing is to see how we can continue to improve on the ball and off the ball.
Traditionally, talking specifically about league matches, you often think about that phrase, defences win league, but in your case, do you think you can achieve what you want to achieve and win a trophy this season with just the attacking talent that you have in the side? You've got
conceding 3 goals against Tottenham the other day. We have just 2 teams that they concede less than us, so we are attacking and defending well, and you are not going to win games or win any titles just scoring goal. You need to defend. And as I said, having conceding 3 goals against Spurs, we have just 2 teams that they conceded less than us. So that means that also defensively probably we are doing quite well.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul. Ian?
Thank you. Good morning, how are you? Just going on about that, the defensive side of things, is that something you're going to have to look at in the January transfer window that's coming up, because you're still obviously well placed in the Premier League and you're flying high in this competition?
No, we are not thinking at all, absolutely, about window transfer to January. We have still many games before that. We have, I think, 6 Premier League games plus 2 conference games, or 5 and 2. We have still many games before January, and now the focus is just about the amount of games that we have before that.
Unlike many journalists, I've asked you about whether or not you're in the title race, and you always tell me no. So that's in the Premier League. What about in this competition? Are you the favourites to win this?
No, we have. I said already many times about this competition. The main target is to go next stage. Now the group stage, the next one, and then the next one. Now the target is to go to the next one. Then where we achieve the next one, the target is to go to the next one. I don't like to think about 4 or 5 months ahead.
Why? Why don't you like to raise your ambitions?
No, because it's not about ambitious. I'm quite ambitious. The player, they are ambitious. The club is ambitious for the history of the club. But it's because, in my opinion, if you think in 4 or 5 months, probably you can lose a little bit the focus that is just now.
Obviously, Cole Palmer is not in your squad for this competition, so he will have a nice rest ahead of the game with Brentford. On reflection after his performance at Spurs at the weekend, would you say currently, right now on form, he's the best player in England?
Yeah, could be. In this moment, could be. But England is quite lucky in terms of Premier League, because there are so many good players. So I think for sure Cole is one of them. But is full of a fantastic player, the Premier League.
And just one more on him, last one. Can you see him getting even better? I mean, he's only 21 right now. What is his ceiling? I mean, are we going to be talking in a year or 2 about him being absolutely world class?
Absolutely, it can be, but as you said, it's just 21, so he can do many things better. He has to learn many things. He has to learn, and he's learning in this moment that everyone is marking him man to man, how to play against team that they mark him man to man. But there are many things that he can improve for sure.
Thanks, Ian. Simon.
Hi, Enzo. Is Noni Madweki one of the players that is staying behind now because Pedro Neto is suspended for Sunday?
So the question is if Noni is flying or stay here?
He's staying now because Pedro Neto
He's going to stay here.
And is Pedro now flying
But
because he's suspended?
if you want to know the first 11 for tomorrow for Sunday.
Of course, yeah.
No. We have a session now, 10 o'clock we have a session. And more or less the general decision are already there. But after the session we see.
Yeah, I just wondered whether your plan to change because of that yellow card that you could see from Pedro's face that he knew when he got booked.
Yeah, but the Pedro yellow card is a normal yellow card. The problem is when we receive some useless or yellow card that we don't need. In that case, it's a bit different. But in Pedro 1, I think was foul. Was the right moment to do the foul, and was yellow card. And he's going to be out, suspended against the Brentford. But he will be again the next game available.
Nizar.
Enzo, can you explain a little bit about how the club has organised this trip? Because these 8-hour trips can be very disruptive. I think you're going to face -11 temperatures. Can you tell me a bit about the time zones, how you manage it, and the temperature and the travel as well for the club?
No, yeah, we have a session now. Then we fly there. As you said, 8 hours. We arrive, dinner, bed. Fortunately, they are 5 hours ahead of us. So that means that when we wake up tomorrow, it's already midday here in England, so we're gonna be there less than 24 hours. It's more the fly that the temperature for sure, and the fly because Friday morning we're gonna land around 6 o'clock in London, and it's already Friday and we have a game Sunday, but we have to play.
Can I ask if you'll give any debuts tomorrow? Because I guess we've seen this.
Any day?
Debuts, first games for players.
Debuts
Debut.
for young players.
Probably yes. Yeah, probably.
And Josh Acheampong's in the squad. I think he's going to be introduced again now because he had that period away and now he's back.
Oh, you know the squad? I didn't say the squad
I
yet.
saw on the UEFA website.
Okay. He's on the squad, yeah, and probably is going to play from the start.
Wow.
Yeah.
And does that change a position from the club, or is that just because he's needed?
No. Is with Josh, it's quite clear. We all love Josh. The club loves Josh. I love Josh, and we are trying to find an agreement with the players. We are close. We are almost there, but we see.
Isham.
Hi, Enzo. Hope you're well today. One of my colleagues is going to be traveling to Kazakhstan to cover the game, and he's one of the only English journalists making the journey. Many fans will be making the journey as well, a long journey. What is your message to them?
I know. We always appreciate fans and people that they come with us, and now probably even more because of the amount of hours, the temperature that is not exactly the same than here. So we always appreciate, and in this case even more.
Yeah, and the conditions and the atmosphere you're going to be playing in is very different to what some of these academy players are used to. What is your message to them, and what are you hoping to see from the players that end up making their debuts or get some game time?
Yep. Overall, I think we're gonna have one or two from second team playing from the start. Then the rest we see. So the rest they are all first team player. The message for the young one is just to enjoy the moment, because it's always nice to be with the first team and to be involved in this kind of competition that is a European competition. It's very important.
Thank you. Malik.
Just on some of the logistics then, will the players stay on English time? Is that the plan?
Yeah, we stay in English now. Yeah.
And just in terms of those first team players who do come with you, while it sounds like quite a lot of the squad will stay here preparing for Brentford, how do you make sure, I suppose, that their motivation is still at the top?
No, it's not big difference. I think we are 11, 12 players and 8, 9 flying. So the difference between the one that they stay here and the ones that they're gonna fly, it's about 2-3 difference. And the target since we start is to allow all of them, no matter the competition, to play 90 minutes every week. And probably most of the one that they play tomorrow, they have played against Southampton. So we try to keep them in a normal, in a regular, how can I say, situation in terms of playing 90 minutes every week. This is what we try to do.
We'll finish with Jack.
How many layers are you going to take?
How many?
How many layers?
Layers of clothes.
Wow, many of them.
Is that what you're least looking forward to?
Yeah, it's big difference, but as I said, we have to go, we have to play, we have to try to do our best, and to try to adapt the condition that we're gonna face there.
What's the coldest conditions you ever played in?
Something similar. When I was, I think it was the worst Ukraine. We play with like was more or less the same temperature. Yeah.
Not much fun.
Yeah.
And just, ideally, would you have no players that are involved tomorrow against Brentford at the weekend?
No, you never know. You never know, because the ones that they are not involved tomorrow, first of all, they're gonna be training. They have to train well, and you never know if we need one of the guys that they're gonna play tomorrow on Sunday game. Ideally, we prefer no, because we're gonna land 6 o'clock in the morning Friday, and it's not normal for one of them to land 6 o'clock in the morning and then play a game Sunday. So hopefully not, but in case we need, they're gonna do the effort.
Super. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Robert.
Thank you.